Hello everyone, welcome to Celestial Plants. My name is Crystal Cedar, and today I have my mid-year Q3 third quarter planner lineup. That will be pretty much what I'll be using for the rest of the year of 2022. I have a really huge Catchall Franken planner, a spiritual planner. I'm going to be going back into a mini happy planner, and then I also am experimenting with an Erin Condren lifestyle planner hourly, and I will go over how I'm going to be using each one for this year. So for my system, I'm technically going to be using one Franken planner that technically has two parts, a work and a weekly. I'm going to be using my spiritual planner, which is a modified A5 system with 8 discs, still on discs. I'll go over that. And then I'm going to be using budgeting and note-taking in a mini happy planner. And I'm going to be using a supplementary Erin Condren lifestyle hourly planner in conjunction with my work planner to keep track of my clients. Basically, this is an appointment book. It's like a glorified appointment book. And I'm going to get started first with the Franken planner Catchall. So for 2022 and going into and preparing for 2023, I'm going to be using the Groovy Day teacher's layout that I hack. It is a really pretty bright colored one. It was between this one and a, I think it was like Bright Colors or something like that, but it had like really cute retro 80s vibes. It was like very bright colors and then dashes of black, and but it was a dashboard layout. Like I'm probably going to get that planner to Franken plan with because I love the dividers and the cover later when it's on clearance. But for now, I really did need for functionality a new teacher's layout because my current teacher's layout ended this month in July. So what I do is I hack this side here to be another column of lines, and then I date and use day covers for the rest so that I have 8 columns across. I don't have a note column. The notes that I need to make are in the day, and it's like the most efficient way and most efficient use of my space because I never use the note columns, and then I would get so frustrated like I could have used another column for the day sometimes for those really busy days. So I'm going to be using Groovy Day, and this is still available on at Joann's and on the Happy Planner website, and I believe Michael's as well. The second part of my kind of catch-all Franken planner is the Girl with Goals extension pack, or what do they call it? Undated hourly extension. I bought it because it was hourly. I am devoted to it because of its guided worksheet pages. It's a really pretty color palette of like lavender and purple and black. So it's really simplified, very muted. And it's like totally not this color explosion. But I like that energetically it shifts from being this fun and playful, super happy, like weekly vibe into my, this is just a sneak peek. I have a video where I set this up. This is my work planner, and it's just a little bit more serious so that energetically I'm like, okay, like this is work. I need to kind of batten down the hatches a little bit. So this is what the week looks like, an example of, and then this is an example of what the worksheets look like. This year they came out with Hustle and Heart, or Heart and Hustle. I forget what it's called. I'll pop it right there. But the colors were too dark, and the layout of the the worksheets were different. Like, I don't think they had these 2 checklist pages, and they just went straight to the get ready for the week, kind of like the sum up. So on the Grow with Goals packet, it has things to follow up on, or you can just cover it like I do and just not even follow that. And then the other side is weekly focus for the week to come. And then you have the next week. I modify it, of course, because I'm all about that lined life. And so I'm going to actually take some expired horizontal rows of my teacher's layout, and I'm going to add more lines to this because I need lines. You need lines to write on. And the lines in the teacher's layout are much narrower than the ones in the hourly. And I write small, so I'm always aware, and it always bothered me. So kind of get a comparison there. Like, this is like college ruled and this is like wide ruled. Who does wide ruled? So by cutting out one of these strips and then gluing it up here, I can have like my morning, or at least my first morning meetings and sessions. And then I leave this open, because once I reach this part, no matter what time I start in this top box, I know I have to take a break, because I haven't been doing that. I've been working from home and I'm self-employed now. And so it's very exciting, but I really had to find a routine and a system that worked for me, so that I was taking breaks and I was being more efficient with my time. And that way I'm not like wasting. In my Franken planner Catchall, I also have some daily sheets. These are the daily sheets that are from Hobby Lobby. I bought these at a, it's not local. I went super far away for it, but you can find this on the Hobby Lobby website, and I believe also at the Hobby Lobby stores still. I love this layout because it has the functional parts in the front. You've got a shaded box, you've got this tombstone kind of little box here for stuff that you could use. I just got really tired and I got really irritated with that peach one that we've been looking at for like the past 2 years. And I also didn't like how on the back it was another day, so that like if I had notes, I would have to use like another sheet of notebook paper or a half sheet just so I can get my notes in. These sheets, other than being really adorable and cute with their like lovely little pastel colors and then a little bit of splash on the sides, this is functional on the front and then dot grid plain on the back. So you can washi tape this out, you can divide it into little sections, you can do journaling, you could do doodling, like it's up to you. But basically it's one whole day, one whole sheet, not two. And the reason why I like the back being blank is because I can also do a day grid where I box it out and then I put a time on each box with a task. I found that especially when I'm doing household chores or things, because I am doing for the month of July storage and stash summer, where I'm going through all of my storage and all of my stash and either destashing or reusing or repurposing or building in to my Q3 planners, and also preparing for the holiday season, where I'm going to be creating a fall pre-planner and a holiday season pre-planner. I celebrate Yule. I'll have one for Mabon/autumn, and then I'll have another one for Yule, which is like the holiday month of like December into January. So I want to stay ahead of my planners this year. I don't want to feel overwhelmed when the time of the year like comes around seasonally, and then I have to do a whole setup, and that can be very overwhelming. And in the years past, I've just like not done anything. Like I've just like canceled it because I was like, well, I'm not ready, so I guess I'm not gonna have a really cute fall planner this year. And then like especially around the holidays with the Christmas bustle and stuff, like I definitely have missed out on a couple of Christmases because I did not have pre-planning down. So this is my Franken planner Catchall. The second planner in my lineup for the second half of the year is my spiritual planner. This is an A5 cover from Carpe Diem, but the guts inside are not they're not binder. What are we calling that? Rings? They're not rings. They're discs. So I use the Wee Moon date book as my planner. I don't have the cover. I was supposed to laminate it and make it all pretty. But the size of the Wee Moon planner date book, Wee Moon date book, is this. This is the size of it. And it is about a personal size in other planner size talk outside of Happy Planner. And the closest kind of layout or size to that I had already was A5. And so I took my classic size Happy Planner pages and I cut them down to fit. I also used scrapbook paper as dividers. I basically modified this whole this all. And for my daily worksheets, I use a mini Happy Planner to do all of my planetary translations. This is going to be for July. Let's go to July. Yeah, I just used, so this is an example of the Wee Moon Datebook week. It has planetary transition kind of like information, which I interpret into elemental energies for the day and then also for the week. And I review them every Monday on my Instagram at Crystal Cedar. So let me show you an example of that. Just to show. So this was for the beginning of June. There are lots of events that we're tracking this year. We've already experienced a blood moon eclipse. The last Mercury retrograde kind of like kicked everybody's butt. And so it's nice to keep track of those things. And that's just what I do anyway for work. So I have them color coded by the elements. To do elemental energy, it basically means you work with the elements of fire, water, earth, and air. And yes, there is a fifth element called aether, but we're not going to get into that here. But for those people who know what they're tracking as far as their own energy fields, if they're feeling like more earthy, more airy, more watery, or more fiery, these are ways that you can anticipate what the kind of like elemental energy weather will be for the day, so that you know like maybe what kind of crystals to carry in your pocket, or maybe what kind of meditations you need to focus on in order to make sure that you're staying balanced, grounded, and centered. So I just use a regular mini Happy Planner dashboard layout as the worksheets, so you can kind of see the difference. But things are looking up, because I did notice that Happy Planner came out with like an A5 size twin loop planner. So I'm like, hey, Happy Planner, what's up? You gonna hook us up with an A5 because it's a nice size? This is a sheet of Happy Planner notebook paper. It's like Disney, that I cut down to size to fit inside the A5. And then I got one of those corner punches that I'm super obsessed with. and it fits perfectly. And then I just kind of did my own covers using scrapbook paper. This is one of the dividers that came with the Carpe Diem line. And so you can kind of see this is considered an A5 size. The way that I have it is slightly wider by like a little bit, but it works. And I don't mind that it's kind of mixed and hodgepodgey, because technically this is also a grimoire or a book of shadows. So it's, it's supposed to look kind of pieced together from lots of different cool things. The great thing about the Wee Moon Datebook is it has all these reference pages. It's got the moon phases calendar, and then it's got the moon phases on the year calendar, and then they even came up with like a whole year of moon phases. So if you are a moon journaler, Wee Moon Datebook might be for you. And they come out with a new one every single year, and it features different artwork from people that submit their art, their writing, poetry, all kinds of cool things. It's awesome. And you can also purchase it unbound, which is really cool. So when you get it, I bought it online. You get a whole little pack in like wrapped in cellophane, but it's all unbound pages. I've never had an unbound book before, and it's awesome. In order to make it work, I used the We Are Memory Keepers Crocodile Power Punch, and I would take like 5 or 10 pages of the Wee Moon Datebook, and then I would just punch them all at once. It's like butter. It's crazy, and it's super smooth. It fits. You might have to trim a little bit on the inside for some of the thicker pages, but I think for the most part it like was fine for me, and it just works. Like it's so perfect. And then you can journal and do all kinds of stuff. So definitely, if you are a practitioner, check out the Wee Moon Datebook. It's really nice. They do all the work. And then this is just some sticky notes by Park Lane from Joann's, which I will be going over in a future video because their stuff is awesome. If you were to translate it into happy planner kind of terminology, this would be 8 discs versus the 9 discs of a classic. So I basically just shave off the top disc hole and then I just use the rest of the page. So it's really nice to have the disc system where I can take things in and out without it being a ring system, because I still have a scar somewhere on my hand where I pinched myself really bad with a ring system, and it was horrible. I was like traumatized for life. I'm done with rings. And also too, from opening and closing and pulling apart and stuff, like the mechanisms always break on me. So discs have definitely saved my life and my wallet. The next planner I have in my lineup is an Erin Condren lifestyle hourly planner. I don't even know what it's called, if it's a classic or what, but I guess a classic medium. I guess it's called a medium. I really don't, I'm not really interested in Erin Condren, but at the time that I purchased this, it was 50% off all 2022 planners, and I needed an appointment book. I needed an hourly planner that had times and dates all the way full column with lines, basically like an appointment book for my clients as a manual record. And also too, I just wanted to see what all the hype was all about. I don't like spirals, but I thought I would just give it a shot. And I really like their licensing. Happy Planner, what's up with your licensing? Come on, let's get some licensing. This is one of their licensed covers from Star Wars. They also have like Sanrio, Hello Kitty. They have, they just signed a new licensing collaboration with Wonton in a Million. So there's lots and lots of cute covers and accessories that you can get, but spiral. But basically, I don't know how to use this system. I don't want to learn because I'm not interested. I'm a happy planner girl. But as an appointment book for my client stuff and my energy work, it's all right. Like, it gives you kind of like this note page, and then it gives you like these pre-week boxes. Or is this from the month? Oh, it's in the beginning of the month, which I'm glad that I have Girl with Goals for, because this is not nearly enough. But if it's just for my clients' appointments, I could put notes or days and holidays and things like that I need to note. If it's the full moon and the new moon, like if there's like a Mercury retrograde or something, like energy work stuff, I'll put some notes for the month here, and then you have an hourly right here. So what I do appreciate about it is that it starts at 6 a.m. and then it ends at 7 p.m. I am trying for this second half of the year to not go past 6 p.m. with scheduling and work, because we need to all follow better and healthier personal limits and boundaries when it comes to our work life, especially for those that work from home, where it's a little bit harder to maintain kind of like those limits and boundaries as far as how we're utilizing our time. I love the setup, but what it made me do was really miss the freaking recollections planners. And I'm sorry I said freaking, but like it made me miss that, because I don't like this paper, y'all. Like this paper is like super heavy, and it's like a sponge. It just sucks up ink, which is great because I just use my gel pens in this and it doesn't smear, which is nice. Happy Planner pages are so smooth that like gel pens will smear, but like, and the lines are nice and small, which I appreciate. So if I'm like writing in information and also too just like blocking out time, it's not a waste of like wide paper. And then it gives you room to like washi tape it. This is about a width of wide washi tape, like regular washi tape. And it's dated, but at the end of the year, I don't know if I'm going to repurchase this, because unless they're 50% off, I'm not really interested in spending that much money on a spiral bound. I like to be able to move things around. I like to be able to play with it a little bit, but because it's just a work planner, it's fine. Also, I didn't know what I was going to do with this freaking spiral. So what I did was I have the cover that I bought it with, which is super cute. it says choose your own destiny, and it's Star Wars. And then this is my website and my practice name, Ascension from Within. And then that's me, Crystal Cedar. And I thought that was a nice touch that you could personalize it, because I've never had anything personalized with like businessy stuff before. And so that was really cute. And then on the inside is a place where you could use a wet erase marker or stick Post-its, which is what I use it for, sticky notes, and then use it as like kind of like a dashboard for that. Look at that cute little, if the Death Star could be called cute, like that's a cute little Death Star right there. But what I didn't like was having to flip through January, February, March, April, May just to get to the current month and the current week that I'm working on. And so I bought a separate cover set, which Erin Condren is really great about. They have some really adorable covers, like, oh, and I love that you can buy their covers separately. Like, you don't have to buy a whole planner just to get the cover. Like, they just have lines and lines and lines of adorable, beautiful, customizable covers. That's it. And when I bought this set, this is my second set of covers, it was $8, and it's front and back. So this one is Princess Leia, because I love her. She's my hero from forever. And this says Princess Leia Organa, and it's got foil. It's gold foil. And you've got like X-Wings right there, and I just personalize it with my name. And then on the inside, y'all, is so pretty. Like, these colors are so pretty. Here's the kind of like sticky note dashboard or wet erase dashboard that you can use. Like, look at the cute little Resistance like logo there, so cute. The Rebellion, but I basically use this as a divider to separate the months and the extra stuff, because there's a lot of extra stuff that come with this spiral. I also customize it to get the rose gold coil, because what it comes with is silver, and I wanted the rose gold. If I could pick it, why not? So this cover separates like contacts and the note pages, and it comes with this really, look at how pretty that is though, like gold foil folder. And this is a perpetual calendar for like birthdays and dates and stuff that I haven't even filled out. And then this is traditionally the beginning of the planner. Here's the calendar and January and all the things, but I didn't want to see that, so I took the cover, I put that there to separate it, and then I kind of transformer planned it. Happy planner babes, you know what I'm talking about. So I didn't uncoil it at all. To be real, I don't care if it gets scratched or whatever. So this has like the separator thingy right there in the middle. But what I did was, because these covers are removable, I just moved it up to the current month, which is here, July. It comes with a little ruler as well, which is nice. And then at the end of this month, at the end of July, then here's August. So pretty. Like, even I you can pick different layout styles, and this one was Flora, but next year's selections are not, there's something similar, but it's not called Flora, it's something else. But I'm just gonna I'm gonna take this cover off. I'm not gonna do it here because, y'all, it is a drag to try to like put this cover back in on the coil. It's not my favorite, so unfortunately I'm not going to do that here and demonstrate it, but I'm just going to take the cover off. Gonna move it to August. Boom. Ready to go. Here's August. And then just go through the rest of the months. This goes until December 2022, and then I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do. Like, it's pretty, but definitely not my fave, and I'm gonna have to find a new appointment book system. But in the meantime, I bought it already, so I'm gonna use it. And plus Star Wars. That is my supplementary work planner for my clients. And the last planner in my lineup for the second half of 2022 and for Q3 or third quarter is going to be a return to my mini happy planner. So I have a mini happy planner set up, and I have it set up for, this is for June, and then I kind of fell off. Oh no, this is from March. So I stopped planning in it in April and May and June. It's been a minute. I've missed some months, but I use it for budgeting, and I just love this cover. It's so pretty. This is a happy planner cover, a mini happy planner. This was like the rose gold. The interior was so pretty. It was actually my favorite cover, other than the black one that had like the white stripes, black and white stripes inside. I need contrast. But unfortunately, they haven't come out with any new ones, and especially no new classic sized ones. And the classic sized ones are huge. They're meant to accommodate an extender disc, and I don't ever use anything that thick. So this is the Happy Planner with classic sized discs. And what I want to use this for now is for note taking, and for I'm going to try budgeting from it again. For my budget, I have this kind of set up the same way I have my Catchall, where it's the sections are separated by planner covers. This one's just missing the back page. But this is my budget planner. I'm not using it actually, where it's like I have it in case I ever want to use it. It's like this layout. I like this layout. This is from 2020 and 2021 because there's no prompts down here. It's like, what are my goals? What are my misses? What am I? Blah, blah, blah. I don't like that. This is blank. It's just notes and ideas on a graph, and then the lines with no like auto grocery or anything like that. Like, don't do prompts. Leave it blank, but also don't give me guided suggestions on the bottom. Come on, Happy Planner, what's up? But I chose to use the mini size for my budgeting because budgeting kind of overwhelms me, and when I have it in a small, cute page, it's not as intimidating and I get it done. Also, it's easy for me to carry around with me in case I ever want to like work on it outside. Yeah, and then I'm going to create a note page area. So this will be 2 planners in one. I was using the Disney Floral Mini Happy Planner, and I don't have a Mini Happy Planner yet for 2023. I don't have one decided yet, but I loved this one because it has the deco. Like, look at that. Like, I'm not going to use stickers in my budget planner, and it just has enough of the decorations to just write in your stuff and still look cute. What I do is for the day, I write down my expenses, and then at the end of the week, I total them all up, and then technically I'm supposed to move them into the actual budget page where I can do the breakdown right here. And it's 1 page per week. So I'll tally up all the things, and then there. I was using the budgeting sheets for it, but then I'd always run out of room for all the things that I would buy because, I don't know, once you start tallying your online purchases, y'all, like, you could run out room real fast. So even though this doesn't have lines, which is fine because it was like the same as a classic size planner, they're lined pages. It was just shaded box and then the lines. That didn't help me at all. So I'd rather just leave it blank. It's fine. I'm just scribbling down my expenses for the day. And then, and then I tally it up at the end of the week. It's easier. I was also trying to use a dashboard layout, mini dashboard layout for my expenses, which had lines, but then it was like a waste of this page. This way, if I have upcoming bills, I just write it right into the day itself. And then there is a little bit of a note column with a dot grid on the side that I can also use as well. So that'll be for my budgeting. However, I wanted to change it up for the summer and make it fun and pretty like my other planners. So I have this Recollections Creative Year personal sized cover. These were all on clearance, like I want to say it was holidays of last year. So in the holiday season of 2021, these are all on clearance. I bought this one for $6.99 plus an additional like rewards points at Michael's. I bought them all. Like, I pretty much bought every single color of these because I have de-ringed them in the past. They come personal. So this is a personal sized planner. This mechanism and these sheets are personal size, but look how small that is. It's tiny. Like, I can't do anything with that size. Very, very tiny. But I love the Recollections covers, they always have like a really pretty contrasting color on the inside. They have some slit pockets here and there. I haven't even opened this one, but it's like you get one big hefty pocket. I also put a clear kind of stick-on adhesive vinyl pocket here, so you can add more deco into it if you want. There's a slit here for like a notepad, which I never do. I just put another clear pocket here and then stick other stuff into it. And then there's this is where you would slip in your planner, and then you still have this whole big pocket right here. But they came in so many more different colors and variety, and this is super summery and the colors that I like. So stay tuned for when I de-ring this and then move the planner into here. I'm probably not going to use classic size discs because I don't have that much stuff to put in it, but we'll see. I'm thinking of using mini metal discs for this guy. This is an example of the pink shimmery Recollections cover. Like, everybody's seen these at Michael's, y'all. Like, remember when they were all like on the bottom shelf and there were like 20 million pink and then green and then yellow and then these and then the black with the floral? Like, we all saw those at Michael's, if you're a planner babe. But this is an example of one that I removed the mechanism from. I have a much smoother process of how to de-ring now, but this is one of the very first ones that I de-ringed, and so it was nice to just spend $6 to kind of like figure it out. I had this one for Christmas, that's why the Christmas trees are right there. But it will hold a classic disc mini happy planner. It'll just stick out a little bit. Just want to show you here in case you have some of these in your stash that have the rings on it and they're just sitting there and you want a change of pace, like, bust them out. I also have a video on how I de-ringed some of the other covers that I've used. So this is what it looks like with the classic discs. I think I'm going to use mini discs on this one though, because I don't have much that I'll be putting in there, but we'll see. So it's cute, chonky, but some people like that. I love it. I love it when it's chonky like that. And then you have all these pockets for deco. What I had originally done was I put washi tape to cover up these holes. But, actually I used a brad. I used like like those brads that you can put paper together with, fasteners. I put a brad here. I have also used buttons. I think for the holidays I used a button and then it just kind of eventually fell out. But the thing you have to remember are the disc contacts. So it's kind of hard to have anything that is above the level of the cover. I don't know. If I were to use this again, I'd probably just put washi tape or sticker, like a really heavy duty one. Maybe some duct tape that is patterned. But look how pretty that is. I might use this for fall, this cover, because it's already done. But definitely, if you have some of these hanging around in your stash, use them. De-ring them. Follow along with me. See how I do it. Be inspired. Do it your own way. Like, they're really easy to de-ring. I'll just show you real quick. This is the rivet that is holding the mechanism down. Y'all, look. It's already popping out. And I haven't even used it. It's just stayed in a storage box. Like, you just pop that out. Mechanism comes out. There is the base of the rivet underneath. And that's what caused the ripping a little bit. Because you got to kind of move it around a little bit until it comes out. But there's no plastic sheet that I knew of that was holding it. This is like soft cardboard here. And then it's like solid something cardboard or plastic or something in the middle. But you don't have to cut this out or this out in order to pull it out. You just literally pull it out from the rivets. So this will be my mini happy planner for the summer, and then possibly I'll just use this cover for the fall into winter because it's pastel all the time. So that is my planner lineup for the second half of 2022 for Q3, third quarter, whatever you'd like to call it, moving into most likely the holiday season and into fourth quarter. If you found inspiration in any of the planner ideas that I'm going to be using, please like this video and please subscribe if you'd like to see other videos of how I'm going to convert this into a mini happy planner. Or if you'd like to learn more about how I use my spiritual planner / Grimoire / Book of Shadows for energy work. And also if you'd like to see how I will be changing the decorations for the inside of my Happy Planner Classic Catchall. Like, this is going to be different because this is a little too purple for me right now, and I need it to be more vibrant. Thank you so much for joining me today and sharing your time. May we all aspire to find energetic balance and connection with our own loving spirit and inner brightness today. Until next time, friends and paws, everyone please take care and happy summer. Bye-bye.